Hi! In this lesson, you'll learn about public and private variables in Unity scripts. So, what is a variable? A variable is a named container that stores a value, data, or information. You can think of a variable as a labeled box. Once you place a value within that box, it can then be viewed by others or dynamically changed. You might declare or create a variable that stores some text for a conversation between characters in a game. Another variable might be assigned a number that indicates a character's health value. The state of objects, characters, and game worlds are often stored as a variable. Before we look at how variables are used in a Unity script, let's first take a look at 4 different types of variables: strings, integers, floats, and booleans. The string variable stores strings of text. These might be words shown on the screen or information used to define a game object. String variables are declared with the word string and can be assigned a string of characters within quotation marks. In this example, a video game's heads-up display shows information to the player using strings to identify 3 different items: the player score, how much time has progressed, and how many rings the player has collected. Note that these string variables are not storing the actual value of these things, only the string of text associated with displaying them. Integer variables are declared with int and store whole numbers, meaning numbers without a decimal. In this example, the player score and how many rings they've collected are each whole numbers shown in the heads-up display. While integers are whole numbers only, float variables can be assigned any number, including numbers with decimals. In this example, the game's heads-up display uses a float variable to store the seconds and milliseconds of elapsed time during gameplay. The minutes, however, are stored as an integer variable. In the update function, the time minutes variable increases by 1 each time the time seconds variable reaches 60. These 2 pieces of data are then combined with a colon and shown in the heads-up display. One important thing to note in C# scripts is that float values must always include an F suffix after the assigned value in order to distinguish the value from another type of variable called a double. Lastly, Boolean variables are the simplest kind of variable. They are declared with the text bool, and they can only ever be true or false. These variables are typically used in games to track the state of objects, characters, and the game world itself. For example, when Sonic hits the enemy in this clip, the Boolean variable touching enemy is changed from false to true. In the update function, changing this value may trigger some actions, like losing all of the rings and flying backwards. The isInvincible Boolean variable might then change to a true value. After Sonic takes damage, the character flashes for a short period, during which Sonic cannot take damage again. You'll learn more about game states and triggers later. In C# scripts, variables can be declared as private or public. Private variables can only be accessed by classes or blocks of code where the variable is located, which is called scope. Scope can be somewhat complex, but a good rule of thumb is that private variables cannot be accessed from outside of the curly brackets that they are declared within. By default, private variables are not serialized in Unity, meaning they're not visible and cannot be modified within Unity's inspector window. Public variables, on the other hand, can be accessed from any context, including other classes. They are serialized fields by default in Unity, and are therefore visible to modify within Unity's inspector window. Let's take a look at an example Unity C# script to see how these types of variables are written and declared. This example isn't the full script, but rather a snippet showing declared variables. Here, you can see that the string variable is public, while the remaining variables are private. The string variable also doesn't have data assigned to it by default. That's because this variable is public and can be set from within the Unity inspector window. This allows designers and developers to change the string's value directly from the inspector without needing to open up the script. In this example, we can also see a new type of code called an if statement within our update function. An if statement will check the value of what is within the parentheses. And if it's true, we'll execute whatever is placed within the curly brackets. In this case, we are checking whether the player has hit space on their keyboard. If they have hit space, we change the Boolean variable space pressed from false to true. Changing the value of the space pressed variable might cause something else to happen in the update function, but since we only have a snippet of the script here, you'll have to investigate that on your own. Now that you know more about variables and how they're used in Unity C# scripts, it's your turn to explore, test, and create some game code using variables.